Joining me today is New Hampshire State Representative Mario Ratzki. Mario, I want to continue the conversation with rail. When we left, you talked about it could come back. Is this something the Democratic groups really want?
Yes.
Is this likely to get by? Also, are there Republicans that are in favor of this?
Yes. So on my committee, there were 2 Republicans. In fact, if the chairman had not brought in 2 new people into the committee for that specific vote, we would have passed the capital budget as is with the rail money in it by a majority in the committee, including a couple of Republicans. No, there are some Republicans, of course, from the southern part of the state who want that to happen. But like I said, the leadership of the party is dead set against it.
Will we see this funding from the state or the federal government? Do you think again? Is this a dead issue or is
no? Oh no! This will come back. This will come back. The Democratic Party is firmly in favor of it. So if we do get the House back in the next election and perhaps the Senate as well, or at least the Senate with some people who are, even with some Republican senators who are in favor of the rail, some Southern senators, this will come back. This will come back. It will go through. It will go through. This is something that's specific to New Hampshire. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. If for anybody who's been in the legislature for a long time, and that's not me, I've only been there 4 years, but for people who've been there for 24 years, 36 years, they're totally used to this. They say, Mario, it just takes time. Nothing gets done overnight here.
Well, it's a big legislature.
It's big.
It's the biggest in the United States.
Right.
And we're a small state, so everything does take time. Other projects that went into your committee. What are the biggest issues from an infrastructure perspective that we sort of face?
Well, we have the red-listed bridges, of course. That's a big thing, and we're not keeping up with them. And the fact the Department of Transportation has had a recurring deficit of anywhere from $70 to $100 million.
Year in, year out.
Year out. So we've tried to address that when we put in the 4.2 cents tax. 2.5 years ago.
The gas tax,
or
as they say,
the road toll, 4.2 cents, which nobody, of course, noticed because gasoline at the time was $3.67 a gallon, and it went down to $1.57.
So actually, nobody notices that.
Nobody notices that. We should have put in a 15 cents because we haven't done anything since 1991. So just to keep up.
Do the citizens in your district, Andover, Salisbury, Danbury, do they support? Do you think an increase in the gas tax?
I think some people support it. I think if it's a minimal kind of thing, like 5 cents, 6 cents, or something like this, people get irritated, but then they forget. And this, you have to realize that every cent that we put on a gallon is $7 million. Okay, so if you put in 10 cents. That's the $70 million that's a deficit to the Department of Transportation right now. 10 cents would do it. But then, instead of just leaving it there, what we should have is 1 cent every year after that, just to keep up with inflation. Another problem we have, of course, is the hybrid cars and the electric cars. They use the roads and everything, but of course they don't use that much gas.
They don't have a toll mechanism.
Right. So, what do we do about that? Do we go and say, well, you're doing the right thing, for the environment and this and that, but I'm sorry, we still have to charge you a little extra? We tried to do that this year. This was, in fact, Mr. Major, Representative Major from Ways and Means, the chairman of Ways and Means, introduced that bill. That bill was dead on arrival.
It was. I saw that. And you co-sponsored it.
Did I?
Or did it go to your committee?
It went to my committee. And we tried to do something with it, and a study committee, and this and that. And we still have a study committee going, but you know what happens with study committees? It's just that's where their bills go to slowly die out. Yeah. Normally we should have a 10 cents road toll tax right now.
Just to cover the deficit.
Just to get the DOT off our backs. Then you can just tell the DOT, hey, You got your money. Don't talk to us for a while.
All right, I got to stop there. But when we come back, I want to talk about the courthouse.
Okay.
So please stay with us. We are going to talk about the courthouse.